Okay, so this video is not specifically towards anyone, and I know the people I've talked to directly about this, you might feel like I'm targeting you, but no, not really. This is generalized. In the past 2 months, I've talked to people in the same situation like 4 to 5 times, and it's a very concerning amount of people. So I just wanted to make this video because last night incident with a person kind of like broke, it was like the last straw that broke the camel's back. So, I'm just going to talk about this. These are mostly my opinions, so there are no facts, no evidence, or whatever. You can just sit down, relax, do something while listening to my voice. And yeah, so the topic I want to talk about is minors and adults interacting in the COS community or any community in general. But I'm going to mostly focus on the COS community because that's where I'm from. So yeah, the topic in hand does involve very serious type of cases and examples and whatnot. So, trigger warnings and whatever. So yeah, first and foremost, let's put it out there. It is not a strange thing for adults and minors to be meeting up and talking as friends mutually in communities like these, because community like these are very minor dominant, and it's also a game or service that caters to adults, so it's all ages. So it's not strange or weird to see adults and minors interacting and befriending each other. I was a minor at some point when I played COS, then I became an adult, and my friends who are also at the bridge of becoming an adult or who are still in minors, we have connections and whatnot. It's not weird for adults to be friends with kids, but it gets weird when things take a little bit out of hand. For example, I've had this 4 to 5 people tell me that they have created these special bonds with these adults, and they justify it by saying that they're like a philia that makes them attracted to older guys. Them being minors or teenagers being attracted to older guys, and they use that in a sense of like justification. And they also say that they know how to prevent any sort of grooming and whatnot, and that they can maneuver and understand the person and whatnot. These are the reasons and excuses they give me, and it's such a touchy subject, because in a sense, yes, when we become teenagers, we feel like we know everything, but in reality, we're all dumbasses. Even I, nearly reaching 20, I'm still a dumbass. And I'm sure most of you watching this video, you're also equally retarded, just like me. And that's okay, because our brains are still developing, we're still maturing, using factors of our surroundings, our families, and whatnot. So no one's gonna be all-knowing in just a few years. It takes decades, sometimes it takes forever. So, there's no shame in it. But to think and to assert yourself in a sense where you feel like you know everything to the point you use this philia as a way of justification, that is wrong. But it's not new for minors to find adults or whatever attractive. It's always been the case ever since, the dawn of time. It's not new. But what's not okay is when these adults are accepting those minors. There are stereotypes about students loving their teachers and whatnot, having a crush on it, and that dynamic is okay as long as the teacher doesn't do anything back. As soon as they do something, now that's fucking illegal and messed up. Now that's what I'm trying to point out, and that's what I'm trying to say. No matter how much you think you're mature or how much you think you're capable, the reason why there are psychologists and lawmakers making these age restrictions is that because they have determined through science, biology, and everything to declare that, hey, you guys are still too fucking stupid to do any of these things. So let's not give you the rights to do these things. Like, for example, if you're under the age of 18, you can't vote, which is a good reason. You don't want idiots to like take up most of the votes. And if you're under the age of 21, you can't drink, which is great because that means your brain is not fully developed, and 21 is the closest age to the brain fully developing and whatnot. So you don't want to fuck up your neurons, even though people still do it anyways. And you can't do the thingamabobber, but it does vary from different countries and whatnot. But nonetheless, the more common thing we are akin to is the age of 18. You can't do the thingamabobber unless you're the age of 18. Now, These are all set by adults, lawmakers, intelligent, intellectual people because of reasons exactly like this. So that you can't just justify it with affiliate, and you can't just justify it with your experience is too smart or too whatever to avoid these type of situations. You can't literally cannot do these things. That's why these laws and restrictions are happening. And it's okay for a dumbass teenager to say that they're capable of this and that, but it's not okay when a dumbass adult is accepting these teenagers as their partners and even non-sexual things or whatnot. As long as you're accepting them romantically, now that's still fucked up nonetheless, right? That's the age of your sister. One of the people who came to tell me the age difference, it was 7 years. That is outrageously large. That is the same age as your little sister. What are you doing? And that person is an unofficial content creator too. But thankfully, before I got to know this, they were shut down and they were removed because they kind of got their own scandals and whatnot, so they got removed. But oh my gosh, knowing that fact freaked me the fuck out. But I did make a video about it, trying to respect the victim. But ever since yesterday, like little conversation with another person, I thought I would just say it out loud that you're all fucked for thinking that adults can love you in a way that you think they will. Do you really think they're looking at you and saying, "Oh, I like your personality"? No, obviously not. Are you fucking stupid? Yeah, obviously you're stupid. That's why you're even letting these to begin with. But yes, if an adult looks at you and say, "I love you for your personality," that is a fucking wrong thing to say. They can find someone their age to love the personality about. They're mostly looking at things that they shouldn't be looking at, and that is the problem. That is a problem. Stop thinking you're smart or you're old enough or you're mature enough to handle this situation. You are not. That's why laws and whatever is restricting you. You fucking idiots. And you adults, especially these adults who are accepting these type of relationships and justifying it as like, oh, she did this first, or oh, she did that first. You cannot, and I say this out loud, you cannot use that justification and then date the fucking kid. Are you fucking insane or are you like loony? Is your brain shattered out by a rat that's decaying? Are you that stupid? These adults, I know okay, I'm getting a little agitated, but I do know a fucking few of you from the five people that's told me. I know two of you, and I know the two of your Discord accounts. Okay, and I have reported you. I have reported you, and I fucking hope Discord does something. If not, I will do something myself. But this is outrageous how large your age differences are, and you're accepting these kids into your arms like you're some fucking male figure to them. They have their fathers, their brothers, or their relatives, or their friends that same age as them to do that for them. You don't have to take them under your wing and then you use like the sense of, oh, I like your personality, or I like your this and that. Your fucking intentions are wrong with a kid, mate. All of you. All of you. And I know it's the specific two of you. One of them thankfully broke up with the kid, but fuck you. Nonetheless, you still did it for like a few months, if I remember. And another one from that 5 people, one of them tragically died, and the person who I talked to about this, I'm not trying to parade on anything, but I'm glad he's fucking dead. I'm not even sure if he's genuinely dead or like he's just making a fucking joke with you. From the screenshots I've seen, it looks like he's the person who's using the account is just trying to troll around and shit. But if he is genuinely dead, then good riddance. Fuck all of you. Every one of you. That's seriously messed up. Like, I just wanted to really rant about this. And so, in conclusion, the minors who are going around putting themselves in risk and danger, this is the reason why the lawmakers and these type of age restrictions exist. You are the dumbasses that make other kids not be able to enjoy their internet presence. Because of you dumbasses being on the news or you dumbasses putting yourselves in dangerous situations. I'm not talking about kids that were accidentally in situations like these. I'm talking about the kids who are willingly looking for fucking adults to date them and shit. Those people specifically, you're the reason. You're the reason why. Whenever I open up Reddit or fucking whatever news article I'm reading, I see very saddening situations happening. Okay, you people shouldn't do this. You kids, this is why you're kids. You're dumb enough to not see the fact that you doing this, asking people out on dating service and whatnot. That this is wrong and unsafe for you and everyone around you who are kids and the fucking adults who are accepting these people. Fucking retards that thinks they're all high and mighty. Fuck you. Fuck you. All I am so I think there's another reason to live your life. Not as a child dater. Maybe get a person around your age. And I'm sure you can find someone around your age. You do not have to be so desperate. Yeah, no, that's all I want to say. That's about it. Yeah. So don't go around fucking asking the adults to date you if you're minors, and don't be the adults who are accepting these minors, okay? Alright. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching. That's all I wanted to say. I really just got so irritated. I didn't want to make this video, but I thought I just, would say whatever I want to say. Alright. Take care. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye-bye.